Welcome back once again to the National Hockey Centre in Glasgow, where, despite the weather, we've already seen two great games of hockey. Kelburne Ladies running out comfortable winners in the end against Inverleith, securing their top division status for another year. And the men's, the Dundee Wanderers, who came through in a closer tie also against Inverleith. So not a good day all round for the Edinburgh Hockey Club, who will now go into next season without any representation in the Scottish men's or women's National League Division 1. However, still two games to go today, both for the top European qualification spots, and with both ties still in the balance, there's a lot to be playing for. That's a quick look at the results of the two games earlier on. You'll see.
And team updates for Edinburgh University. Starting goalkeeper is number 1, Nicky Cochran. Replacement goalkeeper number 2, Lucy Kelvin. Number 5 is the captain, Kristen McIntosh. Number 14 is Becky Merchant. 15 is Becky Drew. 7 Susan Graham. 2 is Waverley Miller. 10 is Ali Edie. 13 is Kirsty Abraham. 24 is Louise Fleming. 21 Maisie Morris. 19 is Kirsten Peters. 8 is Brendan Mann. 9 Samantha Judge. 3 Louise Campbell. 22 Claire Hill. 4 is Heather Lang. And 6 is Camilla Little. Team manager for Edinburgh University is Connor Bond. For Menzieshill, number 1 is the goalkeeper, Kath Ray. 12 is Louise Carroll. 4 Louise Baxter. 14 the captain, Linda Clement. 7 is Karen Belch. 15 is Lee Fawcett. 5 is Amy Brody. 21 is Pauline Stott. 11 is Katie Robertson. 18 Alison Bell. 6 is Sarah Jameson. 9 Lindsay Allen. 10 is Jacqueline Sutty. 20 is Katie Stott. And 16 is Iona Armour. Coach Charlotte Jones. Team manager is Chris Anderson. And your umpires are Ellen Murray and Sarah Olsen. Let's hear it for Brome and Edinburgh Uni as we fight out to be the winner of the Women's Champions Trophy.
So here we have the second leg of the battle between Edinburgh University and Menzieshill, with Menzieshill leading the game 2-0 at half-time. I'm lucky today to be welcomed by Neil Sturrock. Neil, you watched the game a little bit yesterday, watched the highlights certainly. What are your thoughts on what you expect from today's game?
Well, Grove seem to have a shorter squad than they had yesterday, Cheesy, and they've used their squad in previous matches, their rotation, to great effect. It's up to the university now to be able to take advantage of that. But Grove have got such a good squad. They've got such experience through Louise Carroll and Pauline Stott, Linda Clement. Lee Fawcett, who was missing for the cup final, is back and makes a huge difference to them. And with Louise Baxter as well, nobody's going to bet against them. Whether they have enough players to see the game through, I think, is going to be the question.
Yeah, you mentioned there maybe a shortened squad today for the Menzieshill side. They're missing one of their key players. I think it was maybe their best player yesterday, Ali Bell up front, is missing today. So that'll be a big loss for them. But as you say, they do have strength and depth. So I'm sure they won't be too concerned about that. Whereas the Edinburgh Uni side, a lot of youngsters, a lot of sort of belief, a lot of lack of worry, very much aside for the future.
I think Sam Judge has done a fantastic job with Edinburgh University men, and Graham Moody doing a good job with Sam with the women and Graham with the men, and they're really developing the whole structure at Edinburgh University. So some fantastic players, and Maisie Morris, Louise Fleming's been around for a while, Becky Merchant controlling the midfield for them. I think they'll do really well.
So it's Edinburgh University gets started in this playoff match, the Champions Trophy final. Menzieshill winning the first leg 2-0. A little cushion for them. But they turned the ball over first. Now it's Sam Judge down the top of the D. A good tackle there. Menzieshill defender. That was Katie Robertson working back there well. As Louise Carroll will get the game back underway. Lee Fawcett is wide open, but great pass for Louise Carroll. Katie Roberts got plenty of room. She looks up. Sarah Jameson had a bit of room there, but really wanted to go ahead. Pauline Stott, oh, great pass, great pick up, good skills there. Unfortunately for her. Sarah Jameson up front for Menzieshill. A good tackle there. Amy Brody winning the ball well there. Heather Lang winning it back for Edinburgh Uni, dumping it back off to Kirsten McIntosh. As Becky Merchant plays it out now. And Becky Drew on the ball on the right side here for the Uni. Young Squidge Campbell using her speed going forwards, trying to find Maisie Morris, running into trouble. And here's Amy Brodie. 3-on-3, options right. Lovely little 1-2, there's another option, and a chance here for Edinburgh Uni to score that, or Grove Menzieshill. Amy Brodie just falling over on the ball, falling onto her body. That's a foul, and very quickly Edinburgh Uni get the ball back under play. It's Merchant to Lang down the line to Judge. Judge has the ball, patiently plays it back to Kirsten McIntosh. She's got Becky Drew square on the right here. Fleming now on the right side. Good tackle there from Katie Robertson. So these backs are just getting this under control and restarting the game. Look for the aerial option. Keeps it low. Becky Drew picks that up, but just gives it away. A little bit silly. Good pass by Baxter to find Brodie, who rolls it out there to Pauline Stott. Racing forward. Here's Pauline Stott with a chance. I'm not sure if Kirsten McIntosh had rotated the 5 metres there, Neil.
Yeah, Pauline did well to get ahead of Sam Judge and take the foul and then have a quick attack on the circle, but defender was a bit too close to take the shot, and there was Sarah Jameson having a shot from the left hand side of the circle. Good end-to-end stuff already.
Slight mistrap there from Edinburgh University, from Kirsty Abraham, on the left back position, resulting in Grove getting the ball back. Amy Brodie on the ball, gives it to Pauline Stott, who steps up, rolls it down the line. Lindsay Allen just tackled there, a little bit easily by Kirsty Abraham. Nice little pass there by Becky Drew. And gets it back, still on the ball again, feeds Fleming. She feeds Sam Judge, that's a 2-on-1 at the top of the D. This is an opportunity for the Uni. Sam Judge. I think maybe she just made a little bit more of that, Neil.
Yeah, I think she just rushed the shot. She didn't think they were going to shadow her into the circle and give her that reverse stick shot. And I think it's a good pick up, great ball through from Louise Fleming. And she's on her own, but slightly behind her foot. Doesn't really get it cleanly, upright reverse stick. Wasn't quite there. It's
a hard skill to execute. She had a little bit of time to actually do it in the more traditional way, with the whole side of the stick. Katie Robertson can get ahead here. There's space ahead of the ball, but she chooses to stay behind. Great tackle. Still Grove with possession of the ball inside the 25 here. Elect to come back out to Lise Baxter. A missed trap. Heather Lang has a chance to go forward. Well won back though by Lise Baxter. Pauline Stott finds Amy Brodie. Silly pass there, giving possession away far too easily. Tied up by Becky Drew. Finally Louise Campbell. Perhaps a little bit out of position back there, playing right back for Squidge. Thankful for the ladies, it seems like the rain has sort of stopped a little bit. A chance here for Grove in the D. A snapshot there for Lindsay Allen, just going past the post.
I'm not sure she was expecting it to come back and didn't really get the direction or the pace on it that she would have wanted. But some good build-up play from both teams. Louise Fleming looking excellent just now as well.
Umpire bringing that back to where she felt the foul was from. Linda Clement finding space. Katie Robertson finding Lee Fawcett. Good tackle there by Maisie Morris. Dispossessing Lee Fawcett there. Heather Lang on the ball, looking forward. Good decision to pass out wide left to Bethan, who's got a little bit of room to attack the D. No one really surging in towards the back post there, but a deflection from outside the front post. Is that Louise Fleming, Neil? Got the touch on that? We'll have a look at that in the replay.
Yeah, it looks like Legs was in there in front of the goalkeeper to get that first deflection.
Good deflection there from Louise Fleming. The goalkeeper Catherine a little bit annoyed with herself at that. Bit of a sloppy goal to concede. Yeah,
the deflection was from a reasonable distance away, and you would have thought that she might have been able to adapt her position to it. But great drive down the left side by Bethan and good hard cross.
And here's Bethan again. Dumps it back to Kirsten McIntosh. Finds Becky Merchant. No one really in midfield looking for the ball just now from Uni. You know, they're all quite high up the pitch.
Yeah, they've got an interesting setup with two really high forwards with 4 across midfield, very high. So the back 4 have got lots of space to play the ball with.
Louise Carroll rolling back the ears, that undercut length of the pitch there, you remember that?
It took me years to perfect it and then they took it out.
So, Grove with the ball. Falling Stott drives round. So wins a foul. Once again, here we go. She finds Amy Brodie. Brodie looks to get the ball into the D. Comes off the stick of Maisie Morris. He sadly just gives the ball away. Maybe she'd have been better off just trying to transfer that round to the other side. So Becky Merchant out to the right. Good long ball there, finding Claire Hill up front. She drives into the D, and she got her feet round. Umpires wave and play on. And the Uni get a short corner.
University are playing 2 high forwards on Louise Carroll and also on Louise Baxter, and taking them one-on-one, it's a tough job. Good advantage there from Sarah Wilson, letting the ball come back and then taking the corner from Maisie Morris with
good ability from Maisie Morris. Yep. A goal there from, I think it's this time it was Bethan Mann, getting the ball scrambling over the line. Good short corner there, drag flick from Becky Drew. The defence not able to make out anything from that. Bethan Mann just squeezing the rebound in. Seeing the replay, drag flick deflected up. With the diving player coming in there, Bethan Mann first to get it.
Yeah, I think the Grove defenders' complaint was that they were already under the ball and that the Edinburgh forwards came in, which would have made it dangerous in another position. But good goal, nice skills.
There's space on the left here if Menzieshill can get this. A little bit slow. Maybe a little bit over complicated there. Trying to play intricate little passes. See Becky Merchant just thumping that forward and watch the post. Just misses the post, goes out for a 16.
I thought Catherine might have been more balanced when that drag flick came in. She didn't seem to be standing tall and looking for the ball.
I wonder how much she was put off by the player sort of throwing themselves on the ground there. Just as she might have thought, oh, deflections or whatever it is. Sometimes for a defender, when there's a body being thrown along the ground, it can be quite off-putting.
Absolutely. But Edinburgh playing real high forwards, making this pitch as long as they can to try and isolate the Grove defenders. A mistake by Louise Carroll there, allowing the Uni in again. This is coming off one of their players. I think it was Camilla Little that bounced off. Edinburgh seem to be content to play the ball down the sidelines and try and bypass the Grove midfield, so that their high forwards get one-on-one against the Grove defenders.
Plenty of space here for Lee Fawcett. It's 3 against 3. If she can manage this and get it back. Uni are coming back in droves, though. Well worked back by Becky Merchant. Gives away a foul, but it's a good foul to commit. Slows the game down. Young Iona Armour is failing to control that one. Good defending there. It's Karen Belch. It's one of the players maybe surprised to see today. She looked like she had torn her hamstring yesterday. Slipping on a wet pitch. So Louise flying with the ball. Well read by Louise Baxter. Did she make anything of it? Unfortunately no, from a Grove point of view. Louise flying. Now Camilla Little here with plenty of room. Squidge Campbell's ahead of her, she can make the most of that. Good defending by Louise Carroll. The Grove have the ball, and under a little bit of pressure here. It's far too easy though to get out of that for Edinburgh Uni's point of view. So Kirsten McIntosh, a little bit of room, a little bit of time and space to get a head up and have a look. Good tackle there by Katie Robertson. It's gone down the sideline. So Vicky Drew gets the game restarted. Good ball by Becky Merchant there. So the Uni with 2 players in the D looking to get deflections towards the posts. Ready for that ball to come in. It's a good bit of skill there. That's good play by Lee Fawcett, showing her experience there.
University working hard to try and stop Grove having easy outlet passes, so that anything they have under pressure immediately receive the ball, but they're also getting a good opportunity to get down that Edinburgh University left wing and create an awful lot of opportunities down there.
Well, it could be another corner, I'm not sure if the umpires have seen it. The Uni players are all appealing for a corner. Umpire Sarah Wilson spot on to decide what happens there.
Yeah, the ball came across and popped up a wee bit. It looked as though the Edinburgh University player had played it onto the foot of a Grove player, but umpire's happy to let the thing go.
Well, Kirsten McIntosh reading the game well there, able to intercept that without any difficulty. Young Squidge Campbell trying to jump up with a stick in one hand to catch that. I think many people would have been able to catch that. Squidge. As you say, the Uni are just squeezing everything that the Grove Menzieshill team have got a chance to do and giving them no outlet and making things a real nightmare for them. They're putting 5-6 players around the ball, trying to cut everything down, but they've managed to get through this. It's Karen Belch now coming forwards. Oh, slack pass though. There was options in the baseline on the right.
Really good outlet from Amy Brodie. She's been under pressure, surrounded by 2 or 3 Edinburgh University players. Good skill to take the foul and then to release Belch down that right wing.
That ball's not going to go out, I don't think. Well, players are thinking it's going to go out and they have to play that on. Lindsay Allen there just diving in, I think.
Really good start by the University. Cheesy have been quite impressed with the way they've set themselves up for this game to put Grove under pressure at the back rather than and try and miss out the Grove midfield almost, which are a good area. where the good players are, and just get it up to the forward line.
Yeah, I mean, the Uni maybe didn't have a great game yesterday, didn't play as well as they can do, and I think they know themselves they've maybe let themselves down. They certainly were a little bit aggrieved, maybe 2 goals were conceded. So they know that if they come out today and played as well as they can do, they've got a chance. I mean, if you come out and score 2 goals in the first sort of 12 minutes, you're back in the game. Even Stevens. It certainly so far has been a game dominated by the team in red. It's good skills coming into the D. Could be a chance. Umpire Wilson says play on. One back low by the Uni. Maisie Morris on the ball. It's a nice pass, finding Becky Merchant. Maybe trying to squeeze it a little bit too much. Nothing in that. Just Becky trying to win the ball back as quickly as she can do. Ball here on the left side, Louise Baxter, sorry.
Edinburgh are letting them come out to Louise Baxter there, and then just stepping across and closing down her options. There's one player pressing and one taking the line bottle, so Grove are going to have to find another pattern.
It's a nice touch by Katie Robertson. Yep, that's a lovely little touch. She knew exactly where the defender was, pulled it back between the defender's legs. Well, that's a nice play again. Katie Robertson. Quite happy to pick it up and go at players. Doesn't want to sit back. Still Louise Baxter, the ball on the left side here. Lee Fawcett taking inside, beating Becky Drew. Or Maisie Morris, sorry. Lovely skills. But coming to nothing though. Good little skills from Louise Campbell. Just need to release that ball if they can. Need to get the ball released as early as they can do. Down the line. Now, no one ahead. The one Uni player in the D, Heather Lang, is in the D, waiting for something to happen. Just Katie Robertson, nice pass down the line. Running out of space, Lee Fawcett.
University working well and getting that ball down the left channel to Bethan Mann.
Now here we go, Heather Lang. Well defended by Louise Carroll. Louise Carroll looking to hit long, see what her options are, but not seeing anything she's comfortable with. And is forced to just dump it back. Sam Judge wins the ball, drives round the edge of the D. He's going to try and get in the D now. She's in there. That's well one back by Bethan Mann. She's in the D. Has she got the composure? She finds Judge. Judge has a chance here. Oh, pulls it wide of the goal.
Great opportunity and well created. I mean, Sam started it with a good drive in from the left-hand side. There was a good block on her initial shot, and then Bethan Mann picked it up and fed it out to Sam. At least she went, when she hit, she went across the keeper so that any save was going to come back, and unfortunately there wasn't the deflection from Heather Lang they were looking for.
Going back to something you said earlier on, that Uni are just stepping right up and pressing, and that last chance actually came because the Uni have forced Louise Carroll to go backwards into her own D, and they made a mistake and Sam Judge was able to capitalise on it. So the press that Uni are playing is working.
Absolutely. If you identify Grove and the way they play, they want to try and get Lee Fawcett in play and get the ball out, and University are making it really difficult to even find her.
Katie Robertson is wide open inside here. And finds her just no more. So here's Katie Robertson. She's got options right and left. It's too much maybe on the ball. It's good defending by Becky Drew. Nice little pass. And there are options right here for the Uni. If they come right, Squidge Campbell gets up there, gets ahead. Maybe picking that ball up a little bit too deep. She does possess a little bit of pace and good skills. And a chance here. Good save, Cathray.
Yeah, good work by Kath. Saw the ball coming across to Sam and came out just as Sam was shooting to be able to make the angles tighter for her. But all University just now.
Yep. There's this again. Louise Campbell picking up and driving inside. That last one. Little bounce inside here. I wonder when she was coming in whether there's people in the post, so maybe a lay off there for Sam Judge. But as we watch that, Menzieshill are on the attack. For them it comes to nothing. Bethman is able to clear. Claire Hill is now on the ball. Sam Judge leads out wide. There's a little bit more urgency about the uni today. A little bit lethargic yesterday. There's a bit more appetite with what they're doing today. Sam Judge taking it forwards. Good tackle there though. And Judge goes again. Just off a foot outside the D. And he's Bethan Mann with the ball. Bethan Mann drives out. Moves the ball 5, gives him the opportunity to put it into the D. Nice little spin. Hitting off a foot down there in the corner. Bit of a waste, Neil.
Well, that's what, for me, as coaches, you'd be looking for some moves from there, because if you just take it further and further away from the goal, that's what the defenders are looking for. I think the coaches have really got to try and help the players by having some set moves, some set plays, so you know where the passes are, what options, and to try to get the ball into the circle.
So again, just watching this, the uni are just really squeezing the Grove Menzieshill team there, giving them little option as to what they can do. Well, that could, well, it's lucky. Amy Brody's got away with that one. That was a bit of a reverse stick. That could be a corner, yes. I think Louise backs are there diving in. We'll look at that in the replay.
Again, as you say, squeezing the ball.
See Amy Brody maybe a little bit lucky not to give her corner away in the first place. Bethman, first instinct to shoot. But coming back up and just off the body. Another chance here. They scored from the last short corner. That was a straight flick. So let's see what they can do with their second one. Good save by Kath. Quick reactions as well. Stopped it, controlled it, and was able to get back up and hit it, kick it away. Sam Judge unable to find her colleague in the D. Oh, someone's in trouble. I'm not sure who it is. Someone's been sent to the sin bin. I can see Sam Judge and Ali Eady running towards the sin bin. I'm not sure which one it is, Neil. Young Miss Eady dispatched for 2 minutes. I mean, a naughty little girl.
Well, we'll see whether Grove can use this to find.
It's
a great ball from Louise Carroll. It's got to go again. It's got to go again.
It does find Amy Brody. Well read by Becky Merchant.
Pass was alright, but it had to have more pace on it, didn't it?
A chance for Katie Robertson want to go. There's an overlap on the right. If she can. Oh, when the Clement closes that off, decides against it. Is there anyone leading out into the corner? That's better. Nice little bit of skill there, lifting the ball up. There's a chance for the shot. Chance again. That's going off for a long corner. Better play by Grove.
Yeah, you just would have hoped that if you're Charlotte that they buried something from there. It was all a little bit light, wasn't it? It wasn't really going to ask serious questions of the goalkeeper. I think for Grove, when they play through the left through Katie Robertson, they actually create. She's having a really good game.
Yeah, she played well yesterday. I was impressed with her yesterday. Now Camilla Little, nothing ahead of her just now. Kind of isolated a little bit in terms of going forwards. But the main possession of the ball, Becky Drew now has it.
The thing I like about Katie is she's good defensively as well.
That's well read by Louise Carroll.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, about the umpires blowing early because of the danger, and yet Louise Carroll's first touch actually created quite a lot if it had been left to go on for a little while.
Well, there's options right, plenty of room on the right here. Cannon Belch can step up. Pauline Stott can drive into that gap. Feed her. There we go. Oh. I've seen one or two players falling over like that, just on this surface. Potential break here for the unit.
Used to happen a lot when people were playing on sandfield as well, because the sandfield took away the studs on their shoes. But now that most of it's on water based, I don't think it's the same issue.
There's nothing really ahead there for Lee Fawcett to pass to. She's looking for things, but nothing was there. She has to hold the ball up. And Cannon Belch on the ball again, feeding it forward. Right, if Cannon Belch can get this back round the other side, that might be an opportunity. That's tackled well by both Claire Hill. Little 1-2 potentially here. Here we go. Camilla Little leading ahead. She might want to lead out wide.
Great lead by Louise Campbell coming into the centre of the circle there from the far side. When they break, their forwards really get high very, very quickly.
Forced ball into the deep. There's no need to do that for the uni players. Oh, it's nearly a very good pass. Idea was good from that idea, passing that into the corner.
Nice and early ball from the University. They'll get it back in play so that they're starting to attack Grove again.
Maisie Morris just overrunning the ball. That could cause some trouble. Nice tackle though by Becky Merchant. Maybe Morris holding onto the ball a little bit too much. Wanting to release it, but again, there's not much on offer for Lee Fawcett when she gets the ball. And you've got people just standing, you've got to be leading into spaces, leading wide.
Yeah, I think that one of the difficulties is when Ali Bell is one of your key outlets as a team and has been for a significant period of time. When she's not playing, the first place you look very often isn't there. So it's your second choice that you're having to go for.
And here comes Karen Belch. Oh, stick tackle there. Umpire Ellen Murray playing on. Brings it back for the first foul. Sarah Jameson takes it. Finds Amy Brodie. Was not able to do much with it though.
Sure, she did well to get it in the circle given the circumstances of being on both knees.
Louise Carroll. Plenty of time. It's a lovely touch there by Katie Roberts. She's playing very, very well. Ball goes into the D. Actually, Linda Clement could have done with leaving that. It was going straight to the back post, I think, for someone else, but maybe a bit of communication needed.
Yeah, I'm not sure she got the call, but absolutely right. But what a great ball from Louise Carroll and a great deflection from Katie Roberts into Foxy.
She can turn and go here. She's turned well and found a bit of space. And Pauline Stott on the right. So one onto the foot there, Kirsten Peters. Comes left. It's just a bit more of a hopeful ball forwards, isn't it? It's not really aimed at anyone in particular.
All the forwards had made the lead to the right. Oh, what a great drive inside by Beth Mann. She got one player on either side.
This is an opportunity for Uni. Good defending. It's a bit unfortunate, and we should have made more of that.
Ball needed to be played earlier, wasn't it? It was a good ball to Sam, but she, by holding on to it a fraction, Beth Mann did really well getting out to Sam. But held on too long, and Louise Carroll managed to get across and close it down.
And here we go, Amy Brodie driving away from Becky Merchant. There's a pass on. I think she's not going to choose to go all the way on her own. She might cut back in.
See, I felt sorry for Amy Brodie there because Lindsay Allen just ran straight, and so she was always running in front behind the defender, and Amy didn't have a pass. So you want a bit of width of the head when you're making a lead like that. You want somebody an easy pass rather than just going straight for goal.
I think also she maybe got a little bit tired running 30-40 metres at full speed. A little bit of frustration with her attempt at a reverse stick hit as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Amy Brodie's last 3 or 4 games has shown a different side to her. That she's always had potential since she was an under 18, and she's now beginning to show that she's a really good player at this level.
That's a lovely little bit of skill there from Louise Fleming, beating Katie Robertson quite easily. And she goes again. Fleming on the ball. A long corner though to the unit.
Louise is a good player too. She came through the under 18s, under 21s, and played with Giffnock before coming to university. Good decision maker.
So Lee Fawcett on the ball. Fires it right to Karen Belch. A lofted pass. Maybe not what she intended, but it's alleviated the pressure for Grove for a couple of minutes maybe.
The thing I'm impressed with the university, Cheesy, is that whilst they keep running their subs, their structure doesn't change very much. They still manage to create opportunities.
There's a chance for Waverley Miller. She's opened up. She's got a chance to top lead it all the time in the world. Maybe almost too much time, Neil, for that.
Yeah, I just wonder how many of them in training go away. I just have an issue with this reverse stick. If you can't do it 100 times out of 100 in training.
Is that you showing your age?
No.
There's a chance for Louise Campbell. Lovely little turn inside. Lee Fawcett able to deal that with some ease.
No,
Linda Clement.
My issue with it is that people default to it now, and whilst some folk have it down pat, there's people trying it who can't do it in practice, and you give away good opportunities.
Oh, it's a silly pass there from Sutty, giving the Uni the ball back far too easily, under no pressure. And lift the ball nearly into the D. Louise Carroll having to deal with it though.
Grove just struggling a little bit to get their structure and get their passing game going. University playing 3 at the back now and managing to find the ball down the sides, and for the next minute and a half I think they'll be happy just to keep hold of it. If something opens up, that's fine. If it doesn't, then just not give it away.
They've moved the ball on well, Uni, on the right hand side. Just working little 1-2s and deflections and stuff like this, and it's hard to defend against when the ball's moved so quick. That's nice. That's unlucky.
No, that was a great move, and you could see exactly where it was going to go. Unfortunately, the forward just didn't quite get there in time, but from the ball with Becky Merchant wide right, they managed to play it down the right, cut it across, and then trying to make a penetration into the circle on the left hand side.
It's good hassle there from the Uni.
I think Maisie Morris pulled up for the wrong side of the stick there rather than the edge. Good call.
That's probably stopped using her experience. Unlucky.
Yeah,
just
good
calling.
call.
Yeah. Knew exactly where the players were. Knew if she left it, she was going to get it. Calls or just keep the ball from some of the Uni players. Only 10 seconds to go. This first half. I think you'll be surprised if you see anyone other than Kirsten McIntosh and Becky Merchant touching the ball in the next wee while. So there we go, it's the end of the first half of this second leg of the ladies' final. Edinburgh Uni leading 2-0, taking the game to 2-2 in total. Certainly I think Edinburgh Uni deserve their lead in that first half, Neil.
Yeah, I think Grove really haven't come out the blocks yet, and quite surprised at that because Charlotte normally has them ready to go from the very start, but the University have stepped up and really put the Grove possession under pressure. Normally, I guess if you were playing Grove, that would be what you would want to do because they've got such good outlet people with Louise Carroll and Lee Fawcett able to deliver the ball over short and long distances, that they're quite a difficult pair to stop playing, but the University have certainly managed to do that in the first half.
We'll see some highlights from the first half then. Here goes the first goal. Bethan Mann driving down the left, just firing it in. quite easily. I think it was Louise Fleming there, just able to deflect the ball subtly through the goalkeeper's legs. A good angle on it here, and it comes. Catherine just caught off balance. It's static sometimes for a goalkeeper. When you're on the move, it is very hard between your legs to get your feet together to stop that.
Yeah, I think you're right, she was just moving.
And this is the second goal. I wonder how much the fact that Becky Merchant is diving in front puts the goalie off. Bethan Mann showing a lot of aggression and determination just to get into that. A real hunger. I want that ball, I want to score.
I think Louise Carroll's comment there is, look, I'm underneath it, it's coming down. According to the rules, do they not have to be 5 metres?
Ask an umpire.
no, I'm just saying I think that would be the defender's take on it. If you're the coach of the attacking team, you're going, that's a fantastic goal. If you're the coach of the defending team, you're going, no. I
guess they'll be annoyed that it wasn't given as another short corner. It did come up off the goalkeeper, I think, came up off her, so therefore it should have been another short corner. So I can see the argument of both teams, what they might say.
I think it's what we're looking to do, see good goals, and I thought the Edinburgh players showed the appetite and the determination to get in there and knock the ball over the line, so well done to them.
How much do you think the loss of Ali Bell today for the Grove team has had an effect on A, the morale of Edinburgh Union, the confidence, but B, obviously, how much has that affected the Menzieshill team?
I think for Grove, as I said, Ali Bell's such an important outlet. And you know yourself that within your teams you always have probably 2 or 3 go-to people that if the chips are down, you're under pressure, you know that if you hit the ball to them, they're not going to lose it, and they're going to, I mean, we always had Neil Mingus as our go-to guy at Western. He was the sort of guy that you could be surrounded by 6 people, you hit it at Neil and he kept it. So I think Ali Bell was one of Grove's go-to people, and she would create because she was so quick. We're fortunate in Scotland, we've got some really quick people, and Ali's one of them. To take that away reduces the threat that they've got against another team. I have to say that I've been really impressed again with Katie Robertson, both in an offensive and a defensive work's really, really good. But apart from that, the rest of the threats haven't to come from Amy Brodie or Linda Clement from midfield, and to be honest, I haven't seen an awful lot of Linda in this first half.
No, she's been quiet, hasn't she? She's been kind of kept at bay. Edinburgh Union are sort of keeping an eye on her, not giving her much room to do anything. Amy Brodie and Lee Fawcett are doing a lot of work. A lot of the distribution going forward is coming from these 2 players. And as you say, also Katie Robertson's been impressive in this first half.
Yeah, for the university, I have to say I thought Bethan Mann's had an excellent first half. She's popped up wide left and also wide right, and she's created quite a lot, picking up the ball in space and driving and creating things, making things happen just outside the circle and getting the ball into her forward.
So as it stands, the score in this ladies' final is still 2-2, 35 minutes to go, and the winner of this will be the highest of the 2 teams here that will be ranked going into Europe next year. So the winner will go to the highest of the competitions available to the ladies. And this year the 2 representatives are Grove Menzieshill and Clydesdale Western, who are away to Europe in the coming weeks by the end of May. And what tournament each of these 2 teams here today will go to is dependent on how the 2 representatives this year will get on. If they do well, it could be that both these teams here today, Neil, end up playing in the same tournament, which could be interesting. Yeah, and it would be interesting to see what EHF do in terms of the ranking and things like that. Just standing watching on the camera, a young Mingus showing speed, accuracy and some fantastic skills. The great thing for me about the artificial pitches have done is that at half time like this, we can get people on just playing and practicing their skills and having a hit around. And you know as well as I do that when you're out in Holland and you're going to watch some of the internationals, all these kids taking their sticks and balls to the Wagner Stadium, so that when there's a half time in the game they just all run on and play. I think it's a fantastic model. Yeah, the only difference being it's about 20 degrees warmer over there. Yeah, and drier. Fair point. So here's what's coming up later on today, what's happened today. Obviously the first game we had today was Kelburne Ladies against Inverleith Ladies, with Kelburne Ladies triumphing on that one and maintaining their position in National League Division 1. And the second game we had Dundee Wanderers against Inverleith, and just to continue in the same vein, unfortunately for Inverleith, the Wanderers winning that one. and relegating Inverleith to Division 2. And this is the first of the two finals today. And yesterday's result was 2-0 to Grove Menzieshill. At half time here it is Edinburgh Uni 2, Grove Menzieshill 0, which leaves the game finally poised at 2-2 with 35 minutes to go. Do you think the teams will change anything as they come out in the second half, Neil?
Well, I don't think Edinburgh will. The way Sam set them up has allowed them to put Grove under considerable pressure straight from the back. And what I think Charlotte has to do is work out how they're going to get out of that press that Edinburgh have set for them. And they've got to be able to move the ball very quickly, which they weren't. And I think if I was Charlotte, you'd be looking to do 2 passes. At the moment we're doing 1 pass and they're pressing that. What Grove I think need to do is give the pass that Edinburgh University are expecting and then release it again in the other direction, so that the press are just still arriving when the ball's actually going back in the other direction.
Yeah, it should be an interesting second half. Obviously both teams, it's 2-2. There's a lot to play for. I don't know if either team will come out and press. I know Edinburgh Uni have done that in the first half. I don't know if it'll be an all-out press. It might just be a split to try and cut the game. But you know, it's not a case of you need to. Either team needs to chase and get goals. 1 goal could win this in the second half.
Yeah, I'm not sure Edinburgh do it because they're doing it to try and score goals, but I think they're also trying to do it to nullify the impact that Louise Carroll can have in terms of hitting the ball 70 yards forward. So from Edinburgh's point of view, if they continue to press, then it's not necessarily about getting the ball back immediately, but it's about stopping Grove's options and in attack. If they sit back, then I could see Louise Carroll splitting them and getting the ball to their high forwards, either to Lindsay Allen or Sarah Jameson, and them having the opportunity to create goal scoring chances in the circle.
You see on your screen one of the key players for the Grange team yesterday. So Rory Preston coming in. He was a sturdy, reliable, outstanding player for them yesterday, so we're hoping to repeat that in the second game, or the last game of today. As the teams are beginning to come back out onto the pitch, please feel free to get in touch with us at Scottish Hockey and hashtag Hockey Playoffs. It's interesting to hear your views and what you think the scores will be, what you think the outcomes will be of this game, the next game, any star players, anything at all. Please get in touch and let us hear your views. Well, forecasters did say that around about 4 o'clock it might start to clear up a little bit and the rain might disappear. It's certainly not getting brighter, Neil, but the rain stopped.
Yeah, and did they not say we'd go to a positive temperature as well?
So I did think I saw a polar bear this morning as I was coming in, but no, I can guarantee now, I can officially say that when you breathe here you don't see your own breath. So it must be at least 3 degrees.
So I think the first 5 minutes, second half, is going to be critical for both teams. I think I've said before, one of the coaches that I had the pleasure of meeting from Spain used to say that the most goals in hockey are scored in the first 5 or last 5 of a half, and within 5 minutes of a goal being scored. So this start, the first 5 minutes here, it'll be interesting to see, as you say, what tactics will the teams choose. And Edinburgh have been rolling their subs, so they should have a significant amount of energy left. Grove don't have many, so whether that'll be a telling factor as the game goes on, we'll only wait and see.
Linda Clement was shouting out a few last minute instructions and words of motivation and encouragement in there. A little huddle. Uni have had their words of wisdom from Sam Judge, the coach. They are poised and ready to go. So Edinburgh Uni in the red, attacking the car park end. Grove Menzieshill in the white, obviously attacking the other goal. It's Amy Brodie to get this second half started. So Louise Campbell loves to run with the ball. It's on Swidge, leads again, Bethan Mann. Certainly not holding back there. It's almost like Bethan was saying, Linda who?
Yeah, she picks it up and cuts inside. And fortunately for Linda, she just did turn her shoulder, because otherwise I think that could have been a bit more painful.
So McIntosh with the ball on the halfway line. Finds Becky Merchant out on the right. It's a lovely little deflection. Becky Drew's done that 3 or 4 times to very good effect in this game. And continuing that in this half. I think that was Louise Fleming just trying to get the ball across early, but just not finding anyone there.
Yeah, didn't quite get round the ball and hit it off the end line before the goal.
Now here's Clement on the ball. Can she muster Amy Brodie? Simple pass back. Polly Stock's wanting the ball on the right here. Little deflection down the line. Lindsay Allen not quite reading it. There's Clement. Crunching tackle there by Louise Campbell. Space ahead of her to run into. Here she goes. Wins the foul though.
Great lead by Sam Judge to lead away from the top of the circle to the left to leave Louise Campbell with the run straight onto the top circle.
So Maisie Morris with the ball. Finds Bethan Mann, whose only thought there is to get that ball into the D. Tied up by Louise Baxter.
What Sam Judge would have called a forwards tackle.
Oh, half picked up by Amy Brodie, some nice skills, but still got all the players ahead of her. Sam Judge tracking back on Pauline Stott here. Stott finds Brodie. Brodie on her own out here, no one really leading out for her, but wins a long corner.
Yeah, nobody making the lead, so she was under pressure when she actually did want to hit the ball and getting a long corner. I think that's been the problem for Grove. They're not getting the leads that they want up front early enough.
Good drive by Amy Brodie. Ball in. Nikki Cochran's having to deal with that. First time in with a goalie, Nikki Cochran's actually been called into action. Dealt with that quite easily. A chance now. It's a great save. A very good save by Nikki Cochran in there, keeping Grove at bay.
Yeah, I think Iona Armour was in there with a deflection at the back post.
I see this in the replay. Pauline Stott, there's no hesitation getting that ball in there. I think it's at the back post. A little dink in the Iona Armour, but you know, great awareness by the goalkeeper, Nikki Cochran. A nice pass there. Finds Sam Judge, tries to find Kirsten McIntosh, but just a little bit ahead of her. So Louise Campbell there very much just run with the ball.
And Kirsten McIntosh up in their circle, having started that move, continue the run to support it, getting right up into the circle. So a bit of fluidity in their formation.
It's a chance here for Grove to go forward. Iona Armour is leading towards the top of the team, and a good lead there. Just didn't get to her.
I think Amy Brodie saw her, but just didn't manage to connect with the pass.
Here's Fawcett again. Nice little lifted pass in for Brodie to run into. Wins a long corner.
But the outlet pass there from Louise Carroll, she wasn't getting in the first half because Edinburgh were stepping up on them. And now, because they've just set back a bit, she's able to get that release.
Just won a corner there. Yep, good skills there. Lee Fawcett just driving the baseline. Almost waiting for the defender just to sort of jump in on it and just rolling between the legs and winning the foul.
Yeah, it's what you're looking for your players to do as a coach, isn't it? When you get into a baseline position, what you're saying is don't come out with anything less than a penalty corner. And Lee Fawcett, one of the senior international players, understanding that and just waiting for the defender to land and then roll the ball off their feet. So interesting to see what Grove do this time.
It's Grove's first corner, so Clement to the left. Oh, it's a bad pull out. Come, Fawcett. Nobody there. That's a waste of an opportunity for Grove.
And again, you, as a coach, you would say, well, if the ball goes to the right of the stopper, we need to have a pass on, we need to have options so we know what's happening. That didn't look as though they'd had.
There's options on the left, there is space down the left here. Again, there's space again. Claire Hill is wide open. She has time on the edge of the D here to pick it up. Finds Morris. Yeah, square pass could be on, certainly onto the foot. Umpire Island Miller plays good advantage there, trying to give the Uni as much of an opportunity as he can do.
Yeah, again, they moved it really well, didn't they? Even Louise Fleming got into a position where we've seen people shoot from before, but she pulled it back off Louise Carroll's feet. But then she let, as you say, Ellen played a good advantage, let them play on. So we go from a penalty corner at one end, which broke down, to quick attack at the other, and Edinburgh have a chance for them to go up in the game.
So out it comes, stopped at the top, flick. Certainly appeals for something there from the Uni players. Another short corner.
Yeah, it's difficult for the umpires in that situation because Ellen probably can't see who it's hitting and where it's hitting, and she doesn't have time to look up to get assistance from Sarah Wilson, who can see it from her end. But Ellen was on the ball, saw the next foul and the corner retaken.
Out, stopped, switched. Still there, still in danger for Grove. Judge has it on the edge of the dotted line. Fires it in. Oh, good save, Cathray. Oh, scrambled. Pinball wizard onto the foot of Kirsten McIntosh, though. Tied it up. A chance for Grove to counter attack. That's a lucky touch or a good touch.
Well, that was an interesting defence. If you watch the defence at the corner, Cheesy, Grove sent two players out, and what you find is that Louise Baxter comes out as the number 2 for the switch and transfer to the left, and she was on the shot very, very quickly before it came in.
Claire Hill just not managing to control that. Off the side, probably stop with the ball. Not much ahead of her. Bethan Man on the ball. Yeah, under a little bit of pressure here. Yeah, okay. Maybe overrunning the ball, Maisie Morris. You really want to just be feeding that ball on, not dribbling outside your own 25. It's a lovely tackle, Becky. Using all of her knowledge, experience there, just waiting. Knew fine well it was about to happen.
I think also Fox's Lee Fawcett starting to play a bit higher up just now for Grove, and it's making a difference because she's putting the Edinburgh players under pressure from their back ball, but she's also higher up the field to release.
Space on the right here. Finds Amy Brodie, space to drive into the D. Oh, it's just a hopeful ball. He's hopefully trying to roll that back into somebody, but Merchant with time. There's nobody there.
Yeah, Sam Judge was at halfway, but the ball didn't really give her an opportunity to step over and pick it up. I thought Amy Brodie's ball was actually for Pauline Stott, but it wasn't accurate enough and wasn't played with enough pace.
It's well read and well picked up by Becky Merchant. She comes forward. Maybe just wanted to keep that moving right rather than just forcing it into the middle. Nice pass by Louise Carroll. Good pick up and turn. Amy Brodie. She's beaten Kirsten McIntosh. Oh! Oh, Kirsten McIntosh has been dispatched to the seats at the side for 5 minutes.
I think this is where Amy Brodie can be very effective for Grove. She just good skills one-on-one and accelerates away from people.
So Grove have 5 minutes to play against the 10 ladies of the Uni. Can they make that count? An extra player should be able to make a difference. Send someone up really high, play a little bit more width. It's harder work for the 10 players of the unit. So start with the ball. Rolls it forward for Brodie. Good tackle again by Becky Merchant.
Yeah, Becky's really strong in the defensive stuff just now, isn't she? She's making good tackles, good interceptions. Key role for the university.
So plenty of time now for Louise Baxter looking up. There is space on the left. She's got it. She's found Lee Fawcett. Edge of the D, I think is Sarah Jameson, but they just can't find her. They maintain the ball though. They've won a foul. Fawcett moves that ball 5 metres. Stop. Oh, it's through. Cochrane has to deal with it. Half dealt with. Chance again. There it is. Oh, good last ditch tackle there on the line. I'm not sure who that was. That Kirsty Abrams. Whoever it was, a very good strong tackle there. Let's see that in the replay. Looking at that, it's a chance to stop. Plays it on. Beats the goalie. A goal at bay. Yep, it was Kirsty Abram, number 13 from the unit, keeping Grove Menzieshill at bay.
I think if I've one criticism of Grove over the last 3 or 4 games I've seen of them, 7 yards out, they're not as effective and they just don't have the power.
Oh, now that has found Sarah Jameson. She has got players in the D. Oh, a bit of a waste that, I think, Neil. Would you agree with her?
Oh, absolutely. I thought she should have just kept the ball moving rather than stop and then try and go again. But the Grove from 7 yards in, they're pushing and they're flicking when you really would want a bit more pace on the ball to commit the defenders and the goalkeeper.
So I'm watching down below me. Sam Judge has come off for a little break but has not managed to sit down yet. She's ranting and raving at the technical delegates. Obviously not happy with some of the decisions being made. I have to say, the umpiring's been very good. No problems with it so far.
Lee Fawcett making her value to Grove scene now, up at one circle at 1 minute and then making good defensive tackles and down in her own circle. I think her role in the second half is going to be critical as to whether Grove are going to actually manage to take this.
Well, Maisie Morris is a little bit lucky there, just going into that tackle and using the back of her stick to try and stop the ball. I think had that had come off, she might have found herself sitting down for a wee while. It's a good bit of pressure though by Menzieshill. It's their sort of spell in the game where they're going to dictate things, so for them it's important to make the most of it.
Yeah, 15 minutes, 14 minutes gone in the second half. You can now count. Oh, good skills. Well played, Sarah Jameson, but pulled back out the other way. You can now see the number of hits that Louise Carroll's actually hitting 40, 50 yards. She didn't manage to hit any like that in the first half, really, but now she's managing to hit to Amy Brodie and to Sarah Jameson and Lindsay Allen. So University just have to be careful with that.
Yeah, it's one of those difficult ones, that one, when it goes down and there's 2 players there. I would maybe have said that the forward was there first, but it's a difficult one for umpires as well, that.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think sometimes what they do is they say, well, if there's a couple of players close, then we're going to call it as being dangerous because it was dangerous when it went up. Tackle by Lindsay Allen there. Just hitting the stick first and giving away a good attacking opportunity.
Chance here, Heather Lang picks this up, keeps it in. Oh, she's away, good skill. But there's no one in the D for her. She's got to get her head up and see what's happening. Got to make more of that, I think. Bit of a waste. Solid tackle there, Becky Drew. Good skills as well. Edinburgh Uni coming forward. Waverley Miller on the ball. Oh. Umpire Murray giving that as a over the back line, so a 16. Maybe some of the uni players are hoping for a little bit more than that.
Grove are managing to hit their forwards, but not with any great intensity. Waverley Miller there coming through.
It's a good lead out there by Amy Brodie. And they do have, I think it's out on Armour, free in the D there. Just trying to do a little bit too much on the ball, perhaps, Armour. Dispossessed there, Becky Merchant. Ball in the D. Tidied up though by Becky Drew. And a chance now for the uni to come. Kirsten Peters maybe just overrunning the ball there slightly.
But you see that as soon as the Grove player gets the ball, there's two Edinburgh players in there trying to give her as little time as possible to make good decisions.
Nice pass there by Fawcett. Strong tackle by Kirsten McIntosh though. Overlap here now. Squidge Campbell. Here we go. I'm quite sure we'll see her running with the ball. Not sure there'll be many passes coming here, Neil. And who needs to if you can do that? Is that a car? Oh!
Good back by Lee Fawcett and being able to make that block, but absolutely right. When Louise Campbell goes on a run, she changes lanes and really makes a lot of opportunities.
She's very much doing today what Ali Bell did to the uni yesterday. Exact same ideas, pick it up and run at people.
And she does well because she runs across the pitch, and so it's a lot more difficult to defend rather than just running in straight lines. Great ball from Louise Carroll, good pick up by Sarah Jameson, but good tackling.
It's Camilla Little running forward now. Head up, passes it back to Heather Lang. Maisie Morris is wide open in midfield there, finding a good gap, but she's been hauled off. Replaced by Bethan Mann. That's a good decision to leave that from Becky Merchant, using her vision to see it come off a Grove stick. Oh, good trap. Good save. Got a chance. Well tied it up by Louise Baxter.
Yeah, it was good control and turn and shot by Heather Lang, wasn't it? On the top of the circle, managed to turn and get a shot away and get a save from the Grove goalkeeper.
Yep, that was good. An opportunity. Good defending though by Louise Baxter.
Grove have been a bit more in this halfway through. You know, it's been a bit more even in terms of the hockey and the opportunities. Trying to press Louise Carroll there, but not quite managing to do it. Camilla Little in there, but Louise coming out, getting the foul, so allowing her to hit the release pass.
It's a nice little pass that. Now there's an opportunity here, an overlap on the left. They'll release that ball. Good tackle though, Waverley Miller dispossessed. And now Lindsay Allen has the ball. A chance for Grove Menzieshill to go forward. A weighted pass down, I think it might just run off though. I'm sure as we approach halfway through this, or just over halfway through this second half, score overall is 2-2. I'm sure neither team were wanting this to go to penalties, Neil.
Penalty shootout, running penalties?
I believe it's straight to running penalties. A nice little pass inside, it's lovely play. Waverley Miller finds Peters. Is there a space? That's a nice little pass, and there's an opportunity here. Goalie's out, well saved. Still off her feet. Robertson just panicking a little bit there. Just a little bit more time than she thought. Claire Hill on the ball. Louise Carroll making sure the umpire saw that.
Interesting the way the University are playing it now. In the first half they came out to their wide left and wide right defenders and went down the line. Grove are cutting that out now, and so when they come out to their left and wide right defenders, they actually go into the inside midfield players. So they're just mixing things up a bit, which is making it a lot more difficult for the Grove players to know which options are being taken.
Yep, it's a foul. Can't back into someone like that. Just a waste though, just turning it straight back over. So Sutty with the ball for Menzieshill. Good hassle there by the uni players. There's the centre back, Kirsten McIntosh, up doing all the hassling there. It's interesting, the route that Grove have got of coming out of defence is long balls from Louise Carroll, but she's not hitting many flat.
No.
And that is causing a little bit of difficulty for the uni players, the bouncing ball.
It's hard for the forwards when they pick it up, but it's always challenging to press somebody if you don't know what height the ball is going to come out at, and whether Louise does it deliberately or not, it's an effective weapon.
Yeah, good work by Grove, forcing Uni into turning it over. Now, there's a massive room out on the left here. It's a good ball, finding Belch. Now look at Lindsay Allen's wide open the right of the D here, but she chooses to go back. Finds Brodie. Space on the right as they attacked. They switched it from right to left as they came down and didn't manage to get the ball to space. Another chance wasted by the team from Dundee.
Yeah, Grove haven't really created an awful lot in this game, have they? What a great pick up by Sam Judge.
Sam Judge with 2 in the D. Finds Claire Hill. Catherine deals with it. Good tackle there by Louise Carroll, and Squid's just a little bit aghast at herself for having a fresh air. But great work back though. Oh, I think it's just going to roll off the side of the pitch. Going to be a Grove ball. Lindsay Allen going to lead out wide. She leads now. Might want to have led a little bit earlier. Grove attack down the right side. So Lindsay Allen passes back out. There's Katie Robertson. Katie Robertson very much seems like she wanted to beat that player 2 or 3 times before she did anything. She was past her, but brought it back in to beat her.
Don't see Grove having an awful lot of penetration threat just now, Cheesy. They're getting balls into good opportunities, you know, one-on-one situations, but actually they're not managing to execute the one-on-ones very well.
They've been successful up until the edge of the D, but then after the edge of the D, there's just nothing's happening. Again, you saw there, a good ball into the edge of the D, but nothing comes from it. If Grove can get this switched, Cannon Belch on the far side has a lot of room.
Seems that Grove's opportunity now is that Louise Carroll hitting the ball down the line.
Shouts for corner there from the Grove bench. Nothing's coming. The ball being turned over. The Uni have it on the side. It's in. The players will be beginning to get tired. This is where mistakes can creep in. Ball pace could be slower. Stick off the ball, all these little things can happen. Now here we go. Run, 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 run. That was the one time she probably didn't need to pass it. If she kept running, she might have been a better option there.
Yeah.
That's a sore one. Ali, he just runs that off. Doesn't do pain as Missy did. Now, it says 3 on 3. There's an option wide left. Well kept in by Brodie. It's in the D. But there's a good bit of vision there. I think it was Sarah Jameson coming forward. So there was an option left. But the pass maybe a little bit fast.
I thought she made a good effort to get to the ball and actually try and get something out of it. And Grove are, as you say, they're now getting into the 25, which didn't do an awful lot in the first half. But it's the next bit of the conversion of the 25 into the circle. It's important in getting shots on goal.
It'd be interesting to see the stats and the percentage of times, the number of times that they've been in the 25, but then how many of them did they actually get into the D? Very little, I'd imagine. Yeah,
I think the conversion's probably under 10%, and that would be something that I think Charlotte would be worried about.
So Kirsten McIntosh with the ball. Looks up, forces it, lucky to get away with it. It's a good tackle though by Fawcett. Now there's a pass top D. She keeps on going, there's left and right. Rolls it in, it's a chance. There's Amy Brodie just lifting that ball over Nikki Cochran, putting it wide. Have a look at that in the replay. Well read though by Robertson. Here we see in the replay here, nice little pass by Fawcett, and there's a first time pass. I'm not sure if she was trying to pass that or just deflect it over the goalkeeper.
And Sarah Jameson at the back post, not quite able to get the edge on it that they were looking for, but more happening now for Grove, and
a bit of a poor tackle from Bethan Mann there at the top, just outside the D, and players are warned, they know what's happening, they know tackles like that are going to get penalised, and probably fair enough, it's a short corner. Certainly the reaction of the coach from Edinburgh Uni was she knew it was happening.
Seven and a half minutes to go, pretty critical time. If Grove snatch one here, then University could be a bit disappointed after what they've done so far in the game.
Straight smash, Neil? Louise Carroll?
That'd be my number one option.
Again, the pull out though is just not accurate enough, and it just breaks down, and Fawcett and Carroll have to sort of ad-lib.
I'm not sure that's not a deliberate.
You think that's maybe a deliberate one?
Yeah.
Well, it certainly looks. Yeah, another corner awarded.
I think that's a deliberate ploy to move the defence across to.
I mean, some teams do this. Some teams set up on the left post, but just as the injector pulls it out, they'll move across to the right post. It's something that does happen. Maybe they are one step ahead of me, I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time.
Charlotte's a smart coach, and if that's and Amy's a good enough player. Once, I could say maybe there was something there, but I think she's dragging it out to where she's been told to drag it.
We'll see where this one goes. Accurate, straight to the top. Good save. Shot from Louise Carroll straight down the middle. Easy save for Nikki Corcoran to make.
Didn't see if there was anybody in there for the deflection in front of the keeper, but out the top, nice hit. No Grove player on the. You would maybe want somebody on their front stick just in front of the keeper, so when they do log, you get the deflection high. Back post,
possibly. Oh, good save on the line. I think it was Becky Drew from the Uni team just stopping that going in. It's another crucial save on the line by the Uni. That's two they've made in this second half alone.
Good corner too. Well hit. Rebound up. I think it was Linda or Amy trying to get the ball in.
And here they come again. Kirsten McIntosh tackling well there. Now it is Judge on the prowl as she comes forward. Just can't get her pass off. Louise Baxter tidies up in defence. 5 minutes to go. Score's tied at 2-2. Which team's going to break the deadlock? Take the lead. Good ball down the line, finding Brodie. Becky Merchant again up for the fight there, not a problem to her.
One of the good things for Edinburgh is that they've managed to play Becky wide left, wide right and through the centre, so it's always difficult to know where their attack's going to come from when she moves about as much as that.
So Pauline Stott with plenty of time and room in the corner there. Wins another long corner. I think the bulk of play in the last 20 minutes, if there's a team to sneak this, it's probably going to be Grove. They've had more of the chances, more of the play. But Edinburgh, you look lively on the break though. There's Kirsten McIntosh. Oh, Jameson nearly getting away there.
I think the problem was she'd run about 30 yards, channeling all the way back to get the ball, and then try to do a little bit too much too quickly.
Both back here with Edie. Good ball down the line. Good tackle. Katie Robertson, she's had a good game. The space, if she feeds this on, there is space. Just a bit too close to the defender. And Ali Edie tidies up. Here's Maisie Morris. A space, if she feeds this, Louise Campbell is on. Good tackle by Linda Clement. Now, here we go. This could be interesting. There's options left and options right. Oh, Pauline Stott just not managing to get that.
Players getting tired now. A lot of mistakes happening, Cheesy. I just hope that the goal that wins this, if the one does win it, it's a good goal rather than somebody tired making a mistake.
2.5 minutes to go. It's a cracking ball by Louise Carroll. That's what she wasn't able to do in the first half. Trying to find Amy Brodie as she comes through in the overlap.
So you see the situation with Louise Carroll. If you give her that amount of space, she can just go end to end, route one, and it just causes you so many problems, which is what Edinburgh managed to stop her doing in the first half.
Fawcett with the ball into the D. Long corner given. Umpire Murray helping umpire Wilson out. Order's been barked out by Sam Judge on the side here. Good turn by Amy Brodie. Fires it in. A chance. Good defending again from Edinburgh. You know they've been alert to any potential danger in the D. They've not given Grove many chances at all.
Great positioning by Sarah Wilson too, right on top of the play when the player turned out.
Good interception by Katie Robertson. But just giving the ball away far too easily yet again. That minute to go, there's a slip. Oh, Becky Merchant tidying up, fortunately there.
This is the right-left pass that people are just giving it away just now because it's not being given with enough power. And so Lee Fawcett being penalised there for a tackle, and she'll be off for a couple of minutes now. Now
1 minute to go. Louise Campbell running through. Chances. Long corner. Oh. I'm glad I'm a neutral here, Neil.
Yeah, no fingernails left, would you?
So ball out to the right to Becky Drew. Up against Karen Belch. Great skills.
36 seconds.
She wants to get it into the D. Unfortunate for the crowd, you got to actually touch the ball in the D. 20 seconds left. You really want to switch this and then get it in. Now get it in. 10 seconds to go. Fleming wants to get that into the D as quickly as she can do. I think the hooter had made an attempt to go before that ball crossed the line, Neil.
Yeah, Edinburgh players thought it still had to go. They didn't hear the hooter and played it out.
Well, the game coming to an end there. Score 2-0 to Edinburgh Uni. So a victory for them today, but the victory of 2-0 yesterday by Menzieshill takes this game to penalties. The game tied 2-2. So we're going to have a penalty shootout to settle the decision about who is the top ranked team in the country.
And so for the running penalties, Lee Fawcett was sent off with 2 minutes to go. You and I are
I know you're about to ask. I think she can take them. I'm trying to look for an umpire. I see David Sweetman. He'll do. So the ruling from our umpire is that Lee Fawcett, although she was sent off and missed the last 2 minutes of the game, she is allowed to take a penalty stroke. So Grove will have a full selection to choose from.
And he's the chief executive of Scottish Hockey.
He knows what he's talking about.
I didn't say that. You said that.
So, never the best way to decide a game is penalty strokes, but it's the way it's going to happen. So both coach Charlotte Jones and Sam Judge will be away deciding which players will be taking. I'm not sure what end it will be at. I think it will be towards the non-car park end, which is to the right as we're looking out here. Down towards the camera tower.
So it's the running penalties.
Running penalties, unlike the traditional static penalties, the running penalties. I think it's what, 10 seconds is it? 8 seconds?
8 seconds to carry the ball from the 23-metre line into the circle and shoot. And anybody who watched the EHL at Easter will have seen some absolutely magnificent opportunities and some fantastic goalkeeping. I think the thing here is that whilst the pitch hasn't had an awful lot of rain on it in the last hour or so, it'll still be quite slow. I wouldn't be surprised if some people overrun the ball, and the other thing is that for goalkeepers, really difficult to change direction. It'll be interesting who the fives are and which order.
I'm personally looking for one of the players just to come straight into the top of the D and lob the goalie. I'm well up for that, a bit of skill. Not sure we'll see that though. I think it'll be more traditional, take the goalie to one side, spin round, get the goalie off balance and put it into the goal. So the 5 players from each side are making their way out to the middle.
So looking like Amy
5
Brody.
penalties, or shuffles I think is the technical term for them, is that right Neil? Shuffles?
Not sure, but it looks like Amy Brody, Louise Carroll, Lee Fawcett, Linda Clement,
Sarah Jameson I think.
And Sarah Jameson is the 5 for Grove.
For the uni it looks like Becky Drew, Sam Judge, Becky Merchant, Bethan Mann, and is that Claire Hill?
Looks like it.
Yep. So I think from a goalie's point of view, it's just all about staying as alert and as big as you can do, not diving down. As soon as they're down the ground, their movement is non-existent. So stay as big as they can do for as long as they can.
And I think for the goalkeeper, they've got to try and close the forward down or the player down to an extent, but not get themselves isolated so much that it's really easy for the player to go around them. So there's a bit of cat and mouse about the goalkeeper coming out. Which side do they come out? Do they try and force the attacking player to the reverse stick or their front stick? But with these young players now, they're equally adept on hitting the ball on the reverse side as their flat side. So I think this is going to be really interesting.
So the umpire's just deciding with the captains about who's going first. I'm sure the technical delegates would have decided what end they're going to go at. Yes, a bit of a change from tradition with the running penalties. I much prefer them to watch running penalties to do the standing penalties. It's more of a skill. It's you know, it's not a case of just luck. When the goalkeeper can choose one side, you can put it the other way. There's actually a skill involved in this, and it's good to watch. It's entertaining.
Oh, I agree with you, and there are so many different outcomes in the EHL things. We saw goalkeepers making saves, but the 8 seconds not being over and the player getting another shot. So as long as the 8 seconds is still running, the player can have as many shots as they can in that time. But if the ball goes outside the circle or over the end line, then obviously it's over. But and players tend to have their version of what they're going to do. It's not going to be that every player comes up and does the same thing.
So the umpires are walking over to the goal to take their positions. The players that are involved will make their way forward a little bit further. We'll soon have the first penalty underway. Looks like Grove Menzieshill are up first. Amy Brodie walking towards the ball. Nikki Cochrane in goal for the unit. So Brodie against Cochrane.
Bit of pressure.
A little bit. I'm sure these players practice these often enough. It should just be automatic for them.
Amy's had a good game, so a good choice to have somebody go first.
So here she goes. Brodie runs to the left. Saves, got a rebound. She'll get 8 seconds. Hits the post and goes past. So advantage the uni. She never really committed the goalie to either side there, Neil, so the goalie still had a chance to get there.
I thought she went too close to the goalkeeper before she tried to do something, and then by the time she got it back, she didn't really have an angle without the goalkeeper being able to cover it. I always like to try and move the goalkeeper early enough.
Seeing that the ball boys and ball girls have all retired inside to warm up. Umpire Sarah Wilson having to run over and get the ball for the players there. So, penalty number 2. Becky Drew to take on Cathray. Here we go. Chance to give Edinburgh Uni the lead. Simple as that. Takes it forward, commits Cathray to one side, takes it back, slots it into the corner.
Yeah, she had Kath so that her weight was on her left foot, ready to make that save, and so she couldn't then get back to the other side. There you see her weight was on her left foot, so when Becky pushed it, she then couldn't react to move it any further. Excellent penalty.
So, Louise Carroll up next. Into the top of the D. A bit of a disappointment, that one, just taking it into the top of the D and just trying to launch it forwards.
I think if it had been me, I'd have dummied that, because Nikki goes down, logs early, so if she'd missed the ball, Nikki would have logged, then she would have had the flick above it, but just to go for the hit, Nikki lies down and covers most of the goal.
Was it all about the lob I was talking about? So, coach judge, can she extend the lead for the unit? She can indeed. Makes it 2-0 to the unit.
Takes
4-2 in total.
Yeah, takes it into Kath, and again, whilst Kath's moving, gets the push away, puts it through her leg.
A bit of pressure here on Sarah Jamieson on this one. Needs to get the account opened for Grove. So she comes into the D, runs straight though. Moves Nikki Cochrane, good save by Nikki Cochrane, chance again. Yes, finishes it off well. Never gave up.
I'm not a big believer in this dribbling the ball back and forward as you go in, because you really don't see what the goalkeeper's doing. I mean, she does well to get the rebound, but if you carry the ball where you can see the goalkeeper when they're moving, you don't have to dribble it. There's nobody to beat.
Yeah. Now, Becky Merchant up against Cathray. Takes it one way, takes the goalie out of it. Oh, and she's pulled it. Missed an open goal. It was a glaring opportunity to take a 3-1 lead. Could that be costly?
Yeah, Becky not happy with that. Well past Kath. Kath was quite far out, and it wasn't as difficult an angle as it maybe looked. But
Becky could almost have walked it into the goal.
Indeed.
Right. The Grove skipper, Linda Clement. This to make the scores on the penalties 2 apiece. Yeah, it's calmly done. As you say, more like you were saying earlier on, just run straight with the ball so you can see what the goalie's doing. She got the goalie moving in between the legs, simple.
All she looks is for the goalkeeper to step across, and as she steps with that foot, the ball goes between her feet. Goalkeepers will shuffle. All you're looking for is the one foot coming away, and then they can't get the other foot back in time, so the big space is there.
So Bethan Mann to take a 3-2 lead. Can she take it forward? Little dummy with the stick. Oh, nearly a save. Has she got the time? Oh, just squeezes that in and no more.
But as you say, good composure. She went past the goalkeeper, took her time. Yeah, I would have rather somewhere a wee bit further back in the sideboard for that one going in rather than in the post, but good skills.
So a must win, must score for Lee Fawcett. That's it. That is all over. The Uni have won. Lee Fawcett misses her penalty stroke there, or shuffle, whatever you want to call it, which gives the game the victory to Edinburgh Uni. So Edinburgh Uni go into next year's European competition as a #1 ranked team in Scotland, with Grove as the #2 ranked team. It's never a nice way to finish games, but the game finishes with the Uni leading the way.
Yeah, I think Charlotte will be disappointed that the Grove team didn't take the opportunities that they did have in the second half. They just didn't come out in the first half. Edinburgh were excellent, put them under a lot of pressure. They didn't allow the Grove to play the game that they like to play and play the ball out the back, and the University were very strong and were just excellent in being able to put the pressure on and score the 2 goals to get it back to even Stevens. But Grove were better in the second half and should actually have probably scored a goal. But at the end of the day, I thought Nikki Cochran had some good saves there in the penalty shootout, made herself big and made the Grove players do something special, and they weren't capable.
Certainly over the 18 games of the league season, the Uni were the team that came out on top. So a lot of people think would just say it's only fair that they win after all, but you've got to come out and win these 2 games, and they did, so all credit to them. But credit too to Grove Menzieshill for such a stunning performance, and given the lack of numbers today, they've done very, very well and they can be proud of their achievements. So we'll look at the highlights of that second half. As we're watching the Uni girls celebrate in the middle. So the presentation group getting ready. Presentation group, here we go. You hear the goals, first half as well. So ball comes in from Bethan Mann, nice little deflection from Louise Fleming. Simplest of goals. And the second one, maybe a little bit harder. Flick from Drew. And Bethan Mann up in the air, boom, in it goes. Gave Edinburgh Uni the 2-0 victory. Forced the game to penalties and let the Uni win on penalties 4 goals to 2. Or 3 goals to 2 rather, sorry. There's some of the penalties here. That was the first one. I think that was Amy Brodie missing for Grove. And then came in Becky Drew, slotting it into the corner. And Louise Carroll with a more direct approach, coming in and just thumping it. Sam Judge is taking it forward in between the goalie, putting it in there. And Sarah Jameson sneaking it in just in no more. Brought the game a little bit closer. And then when Becky Merchant missed hers, it did give Grove a glimmer of hope. Especially when Linda Clement popped hers in. But when Bethan Mann coolly, right on the 8-second limit, slotted it home, and meant that Lee Fawcett had to score hers. And after several attempts, Nikki Corkin came out on top and allowed the Uni to win.
I think Lee was pretty tired by then, and she'd worked incredibly hard during the game. First half she did a great role defensively for Grove. Second half they pushed her forward and she helped create a lot of the opportunities that they had round about the Edinburgh Circle.
So we're just getting ready for the presentations. Both teams are out there waiting. So Martin Moog, the president of the Scottish Hockey, is out there. Trophy in hand. Just tap along to the music. Someone give him a microphone, he might start singing.
Presentation of the Women's Play-Off Champions Trophy. But first of all, please show your appreciation. Fantastic performance over 2 legs and an entire season for the runners-up, Menzieshill. And now the Women's Play-Off Champions Trophy. And the right to represent Scotland in the top spot in Europe next year will be presented to Edinburgh University. And Captain Kirsten McIntosh receives the trophy from Scottish Hockey President Martin Moog. Thank you again to both teams, an epic series, and of course, setting a huge standard all season in National League One.
So that wraps up the ladies' event for this weekend. The final game, as we see Edinburgh Uni finishing victorious and gaining that crucial top spot for the European competition. That concludes our coverage of that match, but it's not the end of the action. We have one more match still to go. We have Grange against Kelburne, and we'll be taking a short break. We'll come back in a few minutes with live coverage of that match. So we hope we see you all then, and until then, bye-bye.